Okay, we got another review for you, as requested. Gadjah Mada. This is for you, BungleBear. So, Gadjah Mada is a Pan-Asian DD. It's got a nice little trick for a Tier 6 DD, and that is it's got a radar. So, if you go up here, you have the choice for a radar or a smoke screen. I'm not a big smoke screen user to begin with, so this was a very simple choice for me. Radar. Now 7.5, so it's more or less, in my mind, really useful. If you get into a knife fight with another DD, they smoke up. Congratulations, you now have the edge. Very similar to how you use a sonar. Most sonars, though, they're going to cap out around 5 kilometers. Yes, you have longevity with it, but as far as spotting goes, it's more for torps than it is for ships. So radar is really good if you are a typical gunboat DD player. I think it's invaluable at this tier especially. Not a whole lot of ships have radar at this tier, especially DDs. I think this might be the only tier 6 DD with a radar. I'll have to fact check that, but not bad at all. Now its weakness is really in its guns. These guns, they're kind of soft. They don't have very great fire setting chances. Reload's not particularly astounding. It's not bad. There are other ships with worse. The AP is nothing to write home about. I usually never even bother with it. But there's a couple light cruisers that if they show you your broadside and they're within about 7 kilometers, sure, open up in that case. It is a 2-water torp boat, so please do not be that destroyer in this boat trying to torp other DDs. It will not work. They are too low in the water. They're great with floods. They're relatively slow, but if they do hit, they have a high impact. So we're looking at 14k damage, 66 knots. It's not the fastest in the game, but they're not the slowest. So torps are kind of okay, not horrible. AP, meh. HE, meh. Reload, meh. Closer to kind of not terrible. The specs I got on this thing: concealment, 5 kilometers. Let's go with my commander build first. So I'm running, again, my concealment build. So Swordsky and Bay fully maxed at 4% reduction. Swordsky, really close, 3.8% reduction, so not bad here. I'm running Shishang as my commander. I got destroyer detectability at 2.55, reduction, torpedo damage at an increase. I went for speed. I don't really care about the AA. DDAA, unless you're in a pan-European, really is nothing anyway. Of course, I went with look at me now. I could do this, but I'm already at really low detection, 5 kilometers. Going to 4.9 is really not going to do a whole lot. I'd rather keep my HP, so I didn't like that one. I typically always run perceptive. As a gunboat, it's very valuable for you to know, obviously, where the other DDs are, or at least have a good guess where the other DDs are. Other options here on alert, meh. Torpedo Safari, again, I'm not a big torpedo person, so this does nothing for me. Back in stock, again, I'm not a torpedo person, so this does nothing for me. So I do have to acknowledge my bias here towards gunboat DDs. So you can choose and pick your strengths based on that. And I got Knuckle Duster, just because out of the options, this is the best for me. Since I'm not running smoke, this means nothing. I am a gunboat DD, so I don't want my shell grouping to be off. So I don't care about speed so much. So that leads me to this. Even though this is a torpedo perk, it's what it's kind of whatever. Then I got the reduced mobility. This is crucial in any DD. I think you have to have this. You got to be able to move at least a little bit, and this is really important for that. I could upgrade them. I don't want to use my legendary or my accommodations on that. I definitely don't want to use my insignias on that. To me, insignias are more valuable than the damn legendary, but that's just me. Okay, that is what I'm running. So if we go to the stats here, I'll show you again what we got. I am running a aiming systems mod. On this one, I actually put in the propulsion mod. I usually go for steering gears. I think this ship moves just fine. The acceleration is kind of what I wanted on this. As far as steering goes, I think stock out of the crate, it's good enough. Obviously, I got the detection reduction there. We got the hull upgrade. We got the main battery firing range upgrade, and we got the torpedo upgrade. as well. I do have the tier 7 unlocked. I just don't have any silver for it. It's on the list, a very long list of tier 7, tier 8 ships that I need to buy. I just don't have the currency for it. So 5-second reload, 2100 max AP damage, 1700 max HE damage. Again, running radar, engine boost, and our damage control. So that puts us at 5-kilometer detection range, which I believe is great. Big yield, guns aplenty. Pretty good stuff. Alright, so let's go ahead and put on the operational flag here. The other ones I'm just going to save for when I'm in a premium. I don't typically like to use my flags on stock ships or tech tier ships. You just get a lot more out of the premium, so I'd rather save it for grinding purposes. Alright, here we go. Gadjah Mada tier 6 Pan-Asian destroyer. Time to review her. This is for you, Bungle. Hopefully this is a win. If it's real bad, I'll just do another one and pretend like this one never existed. I want to give these ships all a fair shot. That's kind of the idea behind it. Now we're on Greece. My PS4 takes me a second to load in. If anybody wants to buy me a PS5, I'm all for that. Alright, we are on the A flank. Cool, cool. I love it. We are down tiered. Not a big issue. Sashio B, Jaeger, Miyoko. So Jaeger and Sashio both torpy boats. Alright, let's go. So you can see the turret traverse. You know, I'm not super fast, not like your American DD fast, like the Benson. But again, you just turn, it catches up fast enough, I think. I really enjoy having the 2 front turrets on this. You can say bow in and still have 4 guns on. So each turret has 2 guns on it. Firing angle is not great for these torps. You pretty much have to be in a kite position. You have to turn full broadside if you are trying to torp pretty much almost full broadside. Pretty close. Very widespread angle. I would never use that. Its narrow angle is not super narrow, but it is what it is. Alright, here we go, everybody. And I just noticed that my cruiser left me. So we are going to solo A, all by our little lonesome. Our carrier is doing some decent spotting. So I at least know where those cruisers are. But according to my twist and track, we got a DD somewhere.
Enemy force detected.
Oh, shit up. Scary. I am not going to pull out straight ahead of this gap, because if their DD has half a brain, he'll already have shot into it. So if they're going to let me take the cap, great, cool. It's wonderful. We shall see. I'm going to kind of go nose in here. I'm going to back up, get a better angle. Alright, if I'm a bet man, I bet the torps are going to come through this gap sometime soon. The Sashio B might have better detection, depends on its build. But my detection is no joke. Looks like they're going to give it to us. Cool. I don't agree. I mean, I'm glad they did. Made my life a lot easier. I am going to wait for a hot second. So I don't want to pull out straight ahead of those torps again. I still think they're coming. This guy's going way on the flank.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
Hey, there they are. I foretold you so.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
Alright, those look like Sashio. And he sees the Sashio B. He is the Sashio B. So he does have a reload booster that we got to kind of care about here. But he is going really far out. So I can chase him down. I think I'm going to. I don't want to use my radar just yet. Who's that? Shit. That's not what I wanted to see. Alright, I can't torp him. He's going in. Alright, we're getting to a point where I'm about to radar. So let's try out this radar. Shit, we don't need to. There he is. Jaeger! I was wrong. It's the fucking Jaeger. I hate these boats. We're gonna break. He sent torps my way. Certainly, it's his only gimmick. But where are they? No!
Dead ahead.
Internet, y'all. Y'all saw it.
Torpedoes, direct front. Torpedoes to starboard.
That prick.
Problem solved,
Right,
sir.
he's gonna hide behind his little rock. But which one did he go behind? There he is.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
Shit, I didn't know the carrier was on my ass. There could be torps coming through this gap, but I can't afford to sit still.
Engine boost activated.
I wasted that. I wasted the living shit out of that. Ooh, cleared the rock. Hell yeah. Alright, we are on the better side of this guy. He's gonna have to turn to do those torps.
Critical engine damage. Problem solved, sir. Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes astern.
Fuck this island. He's gonna get away.
Critical engine damage.
Good kill by that carrier. That was good.
Torpedoes astern.
Alright, so essentially we had 29 hits on that DD. And he was still kind of rocking and rolling. So you can see the... excuse me. The guns aren't especially powerful in the least bit. You do get a lot of shots on though, so that's nice. Alright, let's keep this boat going. Get back in the game here. Yeah, we had to get that DD. He would have gleefully torped our carrier, which I hope our carrier starts getting back into this game here. This one's turning into a bit of a shit show. I do want to get that carrier spotted, but we got too much else going on B here.
Engine boost deactivated.
Gadjah Mada, not particularly fast. Looks like we're going to cap out somewhere around 36. Maybe we'll get to 37. Nope. Ooh. 36.9. Oh, there's 37. It takes a good long time for that to happen, though. I could open up on him, but I'm not suicidal. Well, he's shooting our Fletcher, so I am going to open up.
Problem solved, sir.
Shit, I'm gonna eat one. Damn it. It's depressing. That'd go for me too, but fuck this dude. Fuck, I thought I was gonna be cheeky and get away from it. I was not.
The enemy is about to win.
Yeah, we're screwed. It's not the Gadjah's fault though. The Gadjah did what Gadjah could. What is he doing? That's a good guess.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
Alright, well, I think that showed a decent amount of what the Gadjah can do. Again, we were completely alone on A for the most part. Carrier did come in and help us out there. The other flank completely fell apart. So C and B just got decimated. We got, looks like, almost 1,200 in a loss. So the Gadjah did its part. You know, that wasn't really an issue with the boats. You can see here, we did get that one kill, or damn near got the kill on the Jaeger, who finished last. That's great. But ultimately, I love the Gadjah Mada. Overall score, I would say, is easily an 8 out of 10. For the tier, honestly, I give it a 9 out of 10. I think for a tier 6, having that radar is critical. That really, to me, offsets its gun issue. So Gadjah Mada, I like the boat. Look at my overall stats. I have no idea what I got in this thing. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay, so even 50%. I take it out in arcade every so often. Well, 27 times. 63%, so much better in arcade. Arcade is a lot easier to kind of solo a game, but anyway, I don't have a lot of battles so far in standard. Again, I got so many ships I'm working on. I don't usually focus on any one for too long. Hey, 100% in AI. Shit, yeah. So anyway, that is the Gadjah Mada. I highly recommend. Good boat, fun boats. Radar is choice. All right, that's it for this one. Y'all have a good day. Peace.